Have you ever explained something you thought was perfectly clear, only to look up and see everybody staring at you with confused faces? Or worse, nodding politely, but clearly having no idea what you just said? Hi, I'm Thomas. Complexity doesn't prove expertise, clarity does. If your audience doesn't understand what you're saying, it doesn't matter how smart you are. Today, we're going to learn a simple formula for explaining complex ideas to any audience. You'll learn how to use analogies, when to remove jargon, and a clever technique for defining terms without interrupting your flow. Let's get started. Making complex ideas simple isn't about dumbing things down. It's about being a better communicator. If your audience doesn't understand, your expertise doesn't matter. You might have the right solution, but if you can't explain it clearly, people won't buy in. Simplifying ideas builds trust. It shows you understand something well enough to explain it clearly. The people who truly understand something can make it accessible. The people who don't understand it hide behind big words. And complex explanations lose stakeholders. Simple explanations win the buy in. Decision makers want clear explanations, not complexity. The clearer you are, the faster they can say yes. Let's look at two extremes people fall into. The first mistake's being too technical. The API leverages REST architecture to facilitate asynchronous data exchange. If half of your audience doesn't know what those words mean, you've already lost them. The second mistake's being too simplistic. It's basically magic that makes things work. This sounds condescending and doesn't actually explain anything at all. The goal is to be clear and accessible. The system lets different teams share data instantly. This is simple, but it's accurate. It isn't dumbed down, it's just clear. This is a formula that works really well for complex ideas. First, you want to start with explaining the why this matters, before we start explaining how it works. People need context before they can understand any details. If they don't know why they should care, they won't be able to follow the explanation. And try to use analogies. Compare the idea to something that's familiar to the people you're speaking to. It's like, or think of it as, analogies connect new concepts to things people already understand. And you want to remove all jargon or business industry related vocabulary. Replace technical terms and big words with plain language or define them first. Never assume your audience knows what acronyms mean either. Those little strings of letters might be everyday language to you, but somebody who doesn't work in the legal field might not know what an NDA is. And some acronyms, like POS, mean different things to different groups of people. Let's say you're explaining a new inventory management system to your leadership team. Here's a technical explanation. We're implementing a cloud based ERP solution with real time API integration across our WMS and POS systems. The microservices architecture enables horizontal scalability and reduces latency through edge computing protocols. Well, this is great for people who understand technical terms, but not for everybody. It assumes the audience knows a lot of acronyms to begin with: ERP, WMS, POS, API. Most executives don't know what these mean. I only know a couple of them myself. It also uses a lot of technical jargon without explaining what it means. Horizontal scalability and edge computing protocols mean nothing to non technical people. There's no why it matters either, just a bunch of technical details with no business impact. All in all, it just leaves non technical people confused and lost. They checked out mentally in the first sentence. This person lost their audience. Now, let's see a much better version. This is the same exact scenario, explaining the inventory management system to leadership. And here's a much clearer explanation. We're upgrading our inventory system so all our stores and warehouses can see stock levels instantly. Think of it like everyone looking at the same live spreadsheet instead of emailing each other updates. This means fewer stock outs, faster restocking, and a better customer experience. This is a lot clearer. Pretty much anybody can understand this. This time, they start with the outcome. See stock levels instantly. The audience immediately understands the benefit of this. It compares to something everybody's familiar with, too. Live spreadsheets, everyone can see. They all know what that means. It explains how it'll affect the business as well. Fewer stockouts, better experience. These are results leadership cares about. And there's no jargon. Anybody can understand this, regardless of their technical background. This is how you get a good buy in. If you're talking about complex terms, you can define them mid sentence without interrupting your flow by using clauses. There are two types of clauses you can use. A defining clause gives information that's necessary to the understanding. The API that connects our systems runs 24/7. This clause identifies which API we're talking about. A non defining clause adds extra information. The API which connects our systems runs 24/7. Used this way, the clause explains what the API does without being essential to the sentence. Use non-defining clauses when you want to add helpful explanations without stopping your main point. Here's a comparison. Without a clause, you'd say, we use blockchain. Blockchain is a secure digital record. It tracks all transactions. This is three separate sentences and has a really choppy flow. With a clause, it sounds like this. We use blockchain, which is a secure digital record, to track all transactions. This is one smooth sentence with the definition built in. This lets you explain as you go without breaking your rhythm. Check out our mini grammar lesson on defining and non-defining clauses if you'd like to learn to use them better. Let's look at how to use analogies to help clarify complex ideas. For encryption, we can describe it like this. It's like putting a letter in a lockbox that only the recipient has the key to. Everybody understands locked boxes. To describe machine learning, we could say something like, it's like how you get better at recognizing faces. The more you see, the faster you identify them. This really connects the idea to human experience. Or for something like cloud computing, we could say it's like renting space in a warehouse. You only pay for what you use, and you can expand anytime. Warehouse rentals familiar to most people. For API integration, It's like a universal adapter that lets different electronics plug into each other. Everybody's used an adapter before. The key is choosing analogies that are familiar to your specific audience. Don't use technical analogies to explain technical concepts either. Use everyday experiences. Always adjust the depth of your information based on who's listening. For technical experts, use precise terminology and language. You want to include technical details and specifications that will help them understand your point better. And we can talk about complex things like the challenges of implementing new processes. We're using OAuth 2.0 for authentication. They want the details. For executives and decision makers, it's better to focus on business impact and ROI. Simplify technical details. Not everybody understands technology. It's best to emphasize the outcomes too, not the process of getting there. This saves 10 hours per week per team. They care about results and they care about costs. And for a general audience, you just want to remove all jargon altogether. It's really important to use everyday language and analogies that are not industry or regionally specific when you're speaking to a general audience. Focus on what it really means to them. You'll be able to access files from anywhere. They want to know how it affects their daily life. The same concept needs 3 different explanations depending on your audience. Let's look at some really useful phrases for introducing complex topics. Let me explain this in simple terms. Shows you're about to simplify something. Think of it this way: introduces an analogy. Here's what this means in practice. Connects abstract ideas to concrete principles. The key thing to understand is helps people to focus on what really matters. And for defining technical terms, we can use these phrases. In other words, translates jargon to plain English everybody understands. What this means is that clarifies without being condescending. To put it simply, shows you're making it accessible to everybody. The easiest way to explain this is really invites people to try to understand. These phrases really help you simplify without sounding like you're talking down to people. Let's review what we've covered today. First, start with why. Explain the impact before the process. People need context before the details. If they don't know why they should care, they won't follow your explanation. And second, use analogies and defining clauses. Compare unfamiliar concepts to familiar experiences. And add definitions mid-sentence so you don't interrupt your flow. And remove all that jargon. If you have to use technical terms, define them first. Never assume people will understand you. It's better to over-explain than to lose your audience. Next time you explain something complex, start with why, use an analogy, and remove all that jargon, and let us know how it works in the comments. If this video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more business English lessons. New videos every Wednesday. In the next video, we'll look at body language and delivery tips for presentations, how nonverbal communication really affects your messages. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time